I'd spent over 2 decades of my life blind to the joys of the world around me. I'd floated through the crowds and coasted with the tide without thought for where it would take me. Blind to the beauty of creativity and love, I descended to a state of non-existence, an unyielding purgatory that, until now, seemed to be the full potential of my being. I remember living a vivacious routine that guided everything into a steady and manageable rhythm. Maniacal cycles and infinite predictable patterns, all of which transmuted my life into a dismal existence, devoid of social interaction. I struggle now to find reasoning for my actions. I yearn to justify the way I lived, and yet I cannot. My life was perfectly normal. Perhaps that's the reason. Perhaps being normal is so unbearable for the human form that my mind rejected it. Perhaps I'll never understand. I'm a cognitive being aware of my existence, aware of my strengths, and all too aware of my shortfalls. And yet, I am uncertain of who I really am. Once I thought I was a lover, a man devoted to the one he loves. How I loved being a lover, the joy reverberating off of her smile in the rays of the desert sun.
How can I help you?
But that time fell through my fingers.
Sure thing, Frank.
She became weary,
Sure thing, Frank.
and like the lover in me, she was gone.
Sure thing, Frank. Sure thing, Frank.
I think today I'm going to be something worth having.
Sure thing, Frank. How may I help you? Oh, I can do that.
Hey, Malcolm, nice day for it, huh?
Sure is. I guess it's always a good day for it.
Well, if the good Lord deems it. Say, Malcolm,
I don't belong. I seem to be the piece to a puzzle that doesn't exist. I'd reached a point in my life where the ends no longer justifies the means.
Oh, goody. Now we can all get back to work.
I'm sorry, Frank. I just lost track of time and yeah.
Well, maybe you lost track of your job, your salary, your imaginary wife.
I'm sorry, Frank. It won't happen again.
Go back in there and start typing in blank stuff, right? Fill in the blanks. Yeah?
Thanks, Frank.
I'd taken a job on a whim in an independent accounting firm. I was 18 years old when I started. I'd wanted to save up enough money to travel the world. All these years later, I was no closer to Europe, Asia, the pyramids. I was right where I started. She was someone who had wished the best for me. I realize that now. At the time, I thought she was little more than disappointed. Looking back, I realized she was heartbroken. She saw so much in me and knew I'd never use it.
But wouldn't you rather live somewhere far away?
Would I rather live somewhere far away?
Wouldn't you?
I don't know, maybe.
You are gonna have to do better than that, Mr. Murray.
Who? I think I'm gonna have to hire a lawyer. What's with the third degree?
Don't you ever wonder where you'll be a year from now?
Sure. But I know where I'll be. I'll be here with you.
Doesn't it bother you? That you know where you'll be?
So you would rather that I just drop everything and see where the wind takes me? I have a life here. I have commitments here, for Christ's sake.
You've got so much more life to live. Wouldn't you rather live in someplace new?
It's not as simple as that.
It is, Malcolm. It is.
As time went on, Sally left. The world called to her, and she could no longer carry my weight. Yet, despite her absence, I had not shed a tear until now. I cried because she had been right. All this time had passed, and I had not missed her. She hadn't even crossed my mind. She'd brought me to tears because she was right.
Hey, Malcolm. Turned out to be a nice day after all, eh?
Sure is.
Today was the first day that I'd felt anything. Sound hard to believe? I thought so. She'd set off to try to find herself. In fact, she'd even invited me to do the same. Like many other opportunities in my life, I let her pass me by.
The hell is this?
That depends entirely on what you're referring to, Frank.
What I'm referring to? I'm referring to whatever crawled up your ass, Malcolm. What is going on here, okay? Can you even pretend just for a little bit that you give a shit?
That would be unethical, wouldn't it, Frank? You see, our valued clients are all that matters to us. If I were to pretend to give a shit, that would be an exploitation of their trust, would it not, Frank?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about my future prospects here, Frank. If I intend to climb the ladder, then I need to put the fucking client first, right, Frank?
Get out of my office. Get your stuff and get out.
Oh, hey. Are you okay? You seem a little down. You know it takes more energy to frown than it does to smile.
You know, it takes more energy to point that out than it does to leave me alone.
Hey. Hi. Do you want a hand? Oh, how far away are we walking? Hey, you're up. You don't do much talking, or...
I don't do much of anything.
Well, we need to fix that. It's not healthy to be moping about life.
Hey. Would you like to get a cup of coffee?
Now?
Yeah, no.
I'd love to.
I've had kind of a bad day.
How so?
I lost my job. Kind of.
Kind of.
Well, I've been a little preoccupied lately.
And they fired you over that?
No. It was just...
Well, what is it then? Oh, did you take a crap on your boss's desk?
Do you want to take a trip with me?
Look, I'm just trying to be nice here. Okay?
Well, then just take a trip with me. We can just, book a flight and go.
We don't even know each other's names. Can we not just have a conversation?
Well, I mean, we don't have a lot of time, you know? I mean, the last woman I took as much time with...
Okay, I'm just gonna save us some time here. I could see you were having a bad day,
Malcolm.
Malcolm. Okay, Malcolm. Let's just take some time to regroup, okay? Find a new job. Get a new hobby. I have to go.
Thank you.
good day? You have no idea, you fucking cardboard cutout. Tell me exactly what in your mind is a good day, Is it waking up and realizing you're still alive? Is it turning over in bed and looking at your pig wife and thinking, God, aren't I lucky? Is it watching as you piss your life away, working a job you can't stand, for money that you can't spend? Now, don't you say a fucking word! I've listened to your pious greetings for years, and let me tell you something. Every goddamn time you've said it, I've thought to myself, maybe he's right, maybe it will be a good day, maybe life is really worth it.
Look, no,
I've tried. I've gone through this loop over and over and over again. No matter how good a day it becomes, I end up spiraling into the thick, septic shit every time. What did I do wrong? What awful crime did I commit to deserve this? Do you know? Do you even fucking care?
That was the moment upon where I knew the extent of what I'd done. I know now that it was love, not the adoration, but the lack thereof. I'd become something more than I was before her. There, standing in a pool of my own hatred, I'd realized what love truly is. It isn't saying I love you, or will you spend your life with me. Love is saying goodbye. Letting go and knowing that you still feel. I guess I'm trying to say, love is loss. It is a part of all of us. Without loss, how would we ever know we were alive?
Mr. Birch?